But today we did it. We did it. We hit Grandmaster and on DPS solo queue 403. Let's go. Hey guys, it's Bro You Whack, and after 2 long years of struggles, hardships, blood, sweat, and tears, we were able to get the highest rank, or second highest, the highest rank in Overwatch, which is Grandmaster. We first hit it back in Season 8, but after that season, we just dropped and dropped, and in fact, even dropped all the way to Diamond, but we were able to get back up on top. Now, why am I making this video? Is it supposed to brag about how I got to Grandmaster and how I'm the greatest when I can easily drop to Diamond tomorrow, which is a possibility? No. The reason why I'm making this video is to be able to tell my journey, my story, and possibly relate it to what you're experiencing in your everyday Overwatch life, and to possibly help you. Everyone's looking for that secret or that one thing that they need to do in Overwatch to get them to the highest rank in Overwatch. And I'm here to tell you that, at least in my experience, I haven't found that one secret or that one thing. Everything that I talk about in this video is just the things that I either did or implemented in my everyday Overwatch life to get me to Grandmaster. That being said, I'm also here to say that I'm not claiming to be the best Overwatch player. I'm claiming to be the best Bro You Whack, the best me, the best ya boy. Because there would be some people who be like, but Kefri got rank 3. Kefri's the best over. Yeah, Kefri also has the biggest wiener and got the hottest girl in Virginia to marry him. But guess what? I'm not Kefri. I'm just Bro You Whack. So that being said, I can tell you how I got to Grandmaster, how I played Overwatch, how I handled life with a mediocre package, and how I've dated a few nice girls in my time. But one step at a time. How did I get to Grandmaster? Well, to tell that story, we gotta travel all the way back to 2016 when I first started playing competitive, where I placed in silver. Hence why this video is called How I Climbed from Silver to Grandmaster. This video is 3 years in the making, people. This isn't just an overnight success. I'm probably in the same position that you are, if not worse. So just like you, or possibly your teammates, I was placed at a rank where it basically says I have no idea what's going on. And that's basically true. But this is 3 years later, and there are still people with silver borders or possibly even gold borders that are at that same skill level. So what's the problem? Well, it's my teammates. Oh, it's the game. It's the meta. Well, I'm here to tell you that everything in this video is basically stuff that you have control over, including the first step, because just like you, at this time, I needed practice. So the first step of how I got to Grandmaster is that I practice literally everything in literally everything. I first learned how to practice my aiming because my aim sucked in Overwatch. You might think it's good. It's not. I promise you, if you're anywhere under Diamond, your aim is probably not good and can benefit from the on-a-bot training method. This is the thing that I still use to this very day, just to sharpen my skills with hit scan heroes especially, but you can use with any kind of hero like Genji or Tracer, just to be able to train your thumbs to aim for the head. Another thing I learned to practice, or at least just understand, is the positioning for specific heroes. Now, this is hard to say because there's so many heroes and so many maps, but just an example of a hero that I want to get better at when it comes to positioning is with Mei on defense Hanamura. I learned how to not only position myself to get better walls, but to also give myself more protection from enemy DPS climbing up on that big giant wall. So if you main a hero, say like Ana, and you're frontlining and you think your team sucks, that's a clear indication where if you just understand that you need to be in the back line in that specific square on Hanamura, that can easily set you from silver to gold because you're doing something to protect yourself from enemy DPS. And since you practice your aiming, you can also go from gold to platinum because you learn how to aim better, which means that you're going to be able to heal your team a lot more as Ana. Again, it's hard to say what specific hero you need to do because there's so many heroes, but this is where you just take my advice and apply it to your life. What hero do you play? What maps do you like to play on? And how can you be better in that situation? And the last thing I learned to practice was not only ultimate usage, but also ultimate combinations. Whether it's a nano blade, learning how to dash into the air with Genji and learning the right timing of when to swipe and also dash, or whether it's just learning how to use Zarya's grab and tossing it on the wall. If you at least understand it and practice it a few times, it'll take you a long way. Now again, it's hard because there's so many heroes and so much stuff that you can practice that's in your control, but you just need to apply it in your life. Now, after I learned how to practice with heroes that I enjoyed playing, which that alone took me from, I would say, silver to high platinum, low diamond, the second thing that I learned along my way is that I mastered 4 heroes, which I would say took me from diamond to maybe low masters. I would say 4 is a good estimate of how many heroes you should learn how to master at this given time, because you don't really want to be that one exceptional player that just one tricks a hero into Grandmaster, which is possible, but you also don't want to overwhelm yourself by learning 20 heroes and being flexible getting into Grandmaster. No, you just 4 heroes is at least what I've done, and those 4 heroes were Mei, Soldier 76, Orisa, and Moira. Now, I'm not saying that you need to learn these 4 specific heroes, but these were heroes that I enjoyed playing that I wanted to practice with, which again makes it a whole lot easier and a lot more enjoyable because you're playing heroes and getting better with heroes that you want to actually play, and you can learn every single little detail without having to overwhelm yourself with an additional 8 heroes that you also need to master. No, if you just master 4 heroes, you'll know the insides and outs of every single one of those heroes. Now, you might ask me, well, bro, you whack, how do you know when you master a hero? And again, it's not like if you spend 10 hours with a specific hero, you master it. No, it's not like that. But a good way to know when you master a hero is knowing that you can use that hero on any kind of map, on a defense and attack, against any kind of composition, and know you can do work and not need any additional help. I would love to play Mei with a Lucio Reinhardt, but I don't need a Lucio Reinhardt because I feel like I mastered Mei. But along with that, there's also little tiny things that you can do while playing a hero that also indicates that you mastered a hero, like using a Mei wall on Orisa Bongos from stopping it from working and freezing it, or maybe using a soldier heal ult combo where you cancel the animation of throwing down your pod but also using your ultimate at the same time, or maybe even using a Moira heal ball right before you ultimate so that when your ultimate is done, not only do you have a heal ball always traveling with you, but you also then have another heal or damage ball right after your ult is done. Those are just little tiny details that shows that you are someone that not only practiced that hero, but learn the insides and outs of that hero that people that are just now picking up that hero for the first time otherwise wouldn't do. I can do so many things. In fact, I might even do a video of tiny little details that you can do with heroes that can help you master it. But a good YouTuber that I absolutely love that already kind of does that is CarQ. If you want to know little tricks with Hammond, little tricks with Genji or Tracer, go check out their video. It'll give you a quick little tip that you can do to help master that hero. Now, I would say those are the 2 biggest things that help me along the way, but they're also the simplest things that, again, not a lot of people believe me when I say that practicing will really help. They want to know what settings I change or what's my sensitivity. Well, I already did a video on that, but I also didn't change anything in my 3 years to get me to Grandmaster. Whereas the third thing that I can tell you helped me a lot that you wouldn't think would actually help, but the third thing that I started to do just recently is I stopped looking at people's profile. This is something that a lot of people look at and be like, that's so stupid, especially higher ranked people. But again, this is my story, so this is just something that I discovered that helped me out a lot. But the reason why I stopped looking at people's profile is that it took me away from my own game. When I look at someone's profile that's doing bad, most of the time it was a DPS player that's normally a Reinhardt player. So at that point, I'm like, oh my god, this Genji player is normally a Ryan player. He sucks so much. Why is he young? Dude, switch off. You're not doing good. What am I doing? I'm not focusing on my own game, on my own experience, and I'm multitasking. And at least for me, I suck at multitasking. Whereas if I don't look at that person's profile and they're sucking, maybe they're having a bad day, or maybe they're drunk. I don't know, but I'm focused on my game and what I can do. Looking at someone's profile and knowing the reason why isn't going to help the situation. But then somebody would be like, but that's how I know if they're a main tank player or what kind of DPS player they play. Well, just ask them. I always ask someone, what do you normally play? And if they don't reply or if they're not in chat, they're going to do whatever they want anyway. So what's the point of looking at their profile and being so caught up on them and distracting yourself? For me, there was no point, so I just stopped, let them play what they want to play, and know that I can also play what I want to play too. That tip, I would say, got me from low master to about mid master, but the fourth thing that I'm going to tell you that I did that I just also started doing that has been proven to be effective to not only help me, but also when dealing with other people, is that I started to play in the morning and afternoon, but never late at night. I have a curfew when it comes to Overwatch, bruh. This might be another tip that a lot of people might look at as stupid, stupid, but it's something that not everyone knows about. But what normally happens when you queue up late at night? People on your team are usually going to be sleepy, tired, or tilting because they've been playing all day and been dealing with these stupid players. Do you really want those kind of players on your team? Whereas people in the morning and afternoon, they're refreshed, they just ate, they're having a good day, and it hasn't been ruined just yet? Yes, those are the kind of people that you want to play. And just a side note, also eat during your play sessions. You'd be surprised at how a meal can stop you from tilting, which happens to me a lot. You'd be surprised where you get hangry, but if you just have a quick little snack, you'll be able to be focused so much more. And the last thing that I can tell you that helped me get to Grandmaster, basically from the Master to Grandmaster rank, is something that I really only think applies to people in this position. Because if you're anywhere from like Diamond and below, playing Sim, playing Tracer, playing Diva, you can continue to play those same heroes up until this point, around the point of the 1% of the 1% of Overwatch players. And that fifth and last thing that I did was that I played the meta. The 4 heroes that I mastered were the 4 heroes that were also keeping me from getting into Grandmaster. Because Mei was never meta, Orisa was always outshined by Reinhardt, Moira, they were better healers to play because of the Go comp, and now even nowadays, Soldier is not seen as a good hero. But then, what happened? 222 came and made Mei one of the best DPS heroes to play. It made Orisa a great tandem hero along with Roadhog, and Moira is slowly creeping up there. Soldier, I don't know, maybe I'm just good with Soldier. The reality of high-ranked Overwatch play is that everybody's good. Everybody has the same godlike aim, everybody understands positioning, and everybody has that same understanding of ult combinations, but sometimes just needs that competitive edge that otherwise couldn't be given to them if they didn't play the meta. That's not to say there aren't the exceptions of like Hammond players or Doomfist players or even Sim players, but for the case of people that are stuck in Masters, such as myself for the longest time, sometimes you just need to play the meta to get in there. If you want to prove me wrong, then by all means do so. But remember the point of this video. It's to tell my story and not to impose anything and say, you need to do this, because you could do whatever you want, what works for you. And what worked for me was to continue to play the hero that I wanted to play, Mei, and just wait until it was finally accepted to be meta. And guess what? It was accepted. I got in Grandmaster, and look at us now. Overwatch might be a team game, but there are things that you can do right this second that'll help you get to Grandmaster that are not only in your control, but that are also free. Yes, I won't lie that you can get a monitor with a low refresh rate, get a headset that you can hear certain abilities go off to indicate when you can use an ultimate, or maybe even have a scuff controller, but 1, I don't have a scuff controller, and 2, those are things that I didn't change along the way. I've been having a monitor since I hit silver, and I've been using a headset since I was in gold. These are the things that I learned recently that can not only benefit the high ranked players, but that you can do right this second as a low ranked player. And that's what I want to do with this video, was tell my story, but to also help you out. And hopefully I did that. So I love you guys. Thank you guys for watching. More Overwatch videos to come, and bye.